Yesterday from cutting my
All right, everyone, morning. It's 8 o'clock Thursday. Something to do. My name is Anthony. My friends call me Tony, and this is my channel. So, I gotta silence the noise on the internet. I can't silence the noise on the highway, which I wish I could because it's annoying. But I need to silence the noise on the internet. So yesterday, TikTok's blowing up with the Land Rover 2021 Land Rover oil change. YouTube's really not moving the needle like TikTok, but I do read some of the comments, and Caleb does too. Someone said he would rather just take it to the dealership knowing he's getting the right oil in the car. How much more right oil can I get than right off the oil cap?
I actually have a picture of the oil cap.
That says, yeah, Caleb has that. So hold on, I want to play a little clip for you.
All due respect, that idea ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and dolphin getting it off.
All right, hold on, let me back it up.
I'm saying with all due respect, that idea ain't worth a velvet.
I'm gonna play it again.
I'm saying with all due respect, that idea ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting.
Yeah. So, Caleb, do you have the oil cap?
This is the picture of the oil cap. You can see that. That's the headlight of the Land Rover.
Is there silence on the internet now?
Castrol OW20.
Land Rover doesn't make oil.
Doesn't
Land
get much better than that.
Who knows if the dealer is actually putting in your car what it calls for one. Two, we video document everything we do here. So if you think that you can't come to shop or any other shop and get the right products put in your car, and should I play it with all due respect again, or I think he's got it? I think you got it. With all due respect, Ricky Bobby, you have no clue what you're talking about.
Just wake up in the morning and I piss excellence.
I wake up in the morning and I excrete excellence. So, yes, you can go to a shop like mine and probably some others. I'm not going to say that if you go to a Quick Lube that you're getting what you're paying for. I can't say that. And some shops I can't say that for a fact. Rachel said to somebody the other day that they were getting an oil change done for $100. Remember she was saying something yesterday? One of her family members.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rachel said, absolutely not. Are you getting an oil change for 8 or 9 quarts on a European car for $100 and he's using the right oil? This guy said he doesn't want to work on Europeans anymore after Rachel said that to her family member, and the guy was like, yeah, I'm done. Because he probably wasn't, right? So that's a fact. When we know that the materials alone cost $100, who in their right mind is going to change the oil on the ground in their driveway and make no money and then have to dispose of all that? And then
Changing the oil for free at that point.
And the liability of it. So absolutely, yes, 100%, you can come here and get the right oil in your car, the same exact oil that the manufacturer dealerships call for. And then I can't tell you how many times I've showed that we have Mobil 1 over 040 over there. When these customers come in, this is what the car...
Look at Caleb's box. You're using Summit Engine Racing.
Well, that's for my car. So if a customer comes in and just says, I want an oil change or I want the cheapest oil change, I don't just say, okay, hold on for a second, let me call around and find the cheapest oil, or run to Walmart and get you $1.99 quarts of oil just to help you. That's not how it works. The cheapest oil change starts with you doing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So can you go to the dealership and maybe get the right oil change? I don't know, dude. Look at all the engine failure going on, and based on their recommendations and the oil that they're putting in the car and the OCI intervals. I mean, you be the deciding factor. So why would you go to a dealership for one and pay near $300 for an oil change on your Land Rover when you can come to my shop or some other shops and get it for half the price and get quality service, the same products, and you're saving 50%. Cha-ching, that's a no-brainer. Cha-ching, that's a no-brainer. So absolutely 100% you can. And if a customer doesn't say what they want in their car, we just put in what the vehicle calls for. If it's an 020 or an 030, if it's a Dexos, if we identify a problem with the car, oil consumption or high fuel dilution, we're going to make recommendations. If the customer doesn't want to listen to the recommendations, which my recommendations are better than the dealership, or you wouldn't be having engine problems, you should listen to me. But absolutely 100%. You can go to my shop. I don't know about Firestone, Mavis, Pep Boys, Jiffy Lube, Valvoline, Take 5. I really don't know. I can tell you, they only have a certain amount of blends in stock, and other than that, they're gonna have to call and say, hey, this customer wants something that we don't have, and you think you're gonna pay the same price that their regular oil is? No, they're not buying. They don't have that buying power that they are when they buy those products. So, absolutely 100%. I just wanted to silence it. This is the exact product that belongs in the Land Rover, and that's what we put in there. Can't be more. I can't be more transparent on what we're doing to customers' cars before and after, and even some of the bloopers. So, absolutely, why wouldn't you want to save money? You know, I'm gonna actually have Rachel call the Chevy dealership, and we're just going to find out what a regular oil change costs. Regular full synthetic 6-quart oil change on these newer Silverados that are grenading, and I'm just curious of what they're charging for 040 Mobil 1. Now 040 Mobil 1, even at Walmart, it's like $10 or $12 a quart. So do the math. 6 quarts, right? 7 quarts, over $70, $80 just in materials, not including a filter, not including a half hour's time at the dealership. But their labor rate's way over $200 an hour. Call your local dealership if you're not sure. And some people aren't questioning the labor charges, but hi, Mr. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Land Rover, whoever, Mercedes, BMW, what's your current labor rate for 2025? I'm gonna bet you're gonna find tipping $250 to $300 an hour on average. And why wouldn't you come to a shop like us? We're doing the same work they are: brake pads and rotors, struts, links, diff services, using the same fluids, if not better fluids, because we have that availability for way less. Not because we're cheap and we don't know what we're doing, because our cost of operations are lower than dealerships. So therefore we can provide you with service, value, trust, here, and transparency. So I see some dealerships, they do a transparency video of, hey, this is what your car needs. I don't see too many dealerships showing that, hey, this is our finished product with your car. Not too many. You know, they say, oh, this is what's wrong, and blah, 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 and fix the car, but I don't see the end, because you know why? They have to pay that technician money to create that content, and then they have to pay him again to create content in the end, and that's facts. So absolutely 100%. You can come here and get the same work done. The only reason you need to go to the dealership is warranties, recalls. That is it. We can get the same parts they can. It's the same OEM parts. And whatever it is. But I know for a fact that if you went there for an alternator and say it was $900 and it was 4 hours labor, and you came here and the alternator was $900 and 4 hours labor, you're saving near $300, if not more, on a simple alternator job. So let that sink in there. But I just wanted to silence some of these guys out there, the noise, because you don't know. And you said, well, I just want to know that I'm getting the right stuff. You have no clue what the dealership's putting in your car, hence all the oil, all the engine failure and sludge and oil consumption issues that they all created. So if you think you're getting the right stuff there, I can't answer that. I'm going to tell you, I can prove every day with what we put in someone's car. Thanks for watching.